Hello, Knights fans. We're back with another edition of the Knights Baseball Roundup here with Coach Gary Puccio. Coach, it's been a little while since we spoke, but obviously had that tough series against a really good St. Louis team. They're 10-1. You get them fresh off a win at Oklahoma State, which is a very difficult place to play. They beat a nationally ranked Cowboys team there. Just talk about that series and your team's competitiveness in the three-game series.
Yeah, I mean, they were one of the best defensive teams I've ever seen. They made play after play. It was incredible. Whenever we had a rally going, they would come up with a spectacular defensive play. Very good team. And we had them 2-2 in the eighth, the first game, and I think we lost on Sunday 7-5. So 2 to 3 games we gave them a battle. I was proud of that. We're still making some young mistakes with freshmen and just things that have to change a little bit that would give us a better shot at winning. Team baseball oriented with, getting that run in from third with less than 2 out, things like that. But we'll be okay. I mean, I thought, considering who we were playing, I mean, obviously you'd like to win at least one, but considering who we were playing, I was pretty satisfied with our performance down there.
Yeah, one of those games you were tied 2-2 late in the game. Again, a couple of late miscues, not as fundamentally sound as you would have liked. Just walk you through that game and what happened down the stretch.
Yeah, came to the eighth inning, 2-2. I think Jake came in, walked a batter, and then they laid down a bunt that we mishandled, and we brought in Ryan, but St. Louis is a good team, and they basically scored a couple of runs off them, and that was basically the ball game.
The team did come home last night, had your first win of the season, great win over Lafayette, a 10-9 game. Obviously, the offense was there the way you liked it. And you also got a good start out of your left-handed starter, Danny Dimitrops. Gave you 5 solid innings, kept those Leopard bats in check. Talk about his performance.
Yeah, Danny didn't have great stuff yesterday. I mean, he was pitched much better down in Savannah. He hasn't pitched for 2.5 weeks, so we knew he was going to be a little bit off. Struggled with his curveball, struggled with his changeup, which is usually one of his best pitches. And basically, as I told him after the 5 innings, he's just a crafty pitcher, and that's one of the things I love about him is he's one of those kids that just finds a way to keep you in the game. And he's been very consistent about that since we've had him. So, considering I don't think he had great stuff, he did a great job getting a win for us.
And in the win, you got some big offensive contributions, mainly James Donlin, Jason Fatzinger, both knocked in 3 runs. Fatzinger also made a great diving catch in the outfield. Both guys hit home runs. Just talk about their effort.
Donlin's first at-bat, I said to the team, I said, James Donlin's going to hit his first home run today because this park is made for him. It really is. He's got a lefty bat with some power. His power's to right center. And the kid, I think he's one of the best freshman pure hitters that we've ever brought in here. So I expect big things out of him. And he started like 0 for 10. And I think he's hitting about 260 now. So ever since then, he's been on pretty much of a tear. I truly expect big things out of him. I think he's going to be one super ball player for us. Jason's one of those kids, I say this all the time, he's one of those kids you root for all the time. Nobody works harder. The kid gives you 100% effort. He made 2 great plays in that same inning, which were, great diving catch and also cutting the ball off to a single to keep a runner at second base. Big play. Very impressed with him. And obviously the 2-run homer, he can hit. The kid's a hitter. And just love his effort all the time. He epitomizes what FTU baseball is supposed to be, that we, give it our best effort every day, leave it on the field, and he does that all the time.
Another big contributor last night was your leadoff man, your shortstop, Matt McCann. McCann constantly putting pressure on the defense. We know he ranks in the top 5 all-time in career steals here, but it also contributed to 5 errors by the Leopards. Talk about his effect on the base paths.
Matt, he's the glue. He's the guy that makes us go. He's the guy that gets the offense chugging, or whatever you want to call it, but he's definitely the guy that motivates, and he's the guy that stimulates the team. Defensively, too, he's been outstanding for us, and I think he's only about 10 or 12 stolen bases away from being the all-time stolen base leader here, so I kind of expect him to do that before it's done, because I think he needed like 17 or 18 steals, and last year he had like 27 for us, so I don't expect that to change, and he's definitely a major part of any success that we have.
All right, and then today, obviously, back-to-back home games, which is nice after the long road trip to start the season. How nice would it be to try to come away with a 2-0 start? You got a tough NJIT team in here, a team you know well, interstate rival.
Yeah, New Jersey Tech's always a tough game. I mean, they beat us last year over at their place. I know it was a close game till late, and then they had like a 9-run inning late, which that seems to be our problem this year, too, is we can't get away from that big crooked number. We've had, I think, 4 or 5 games where we gave a 5 spot or more in an inning, and I keep telling them they got to learn to cut those innings down to 2 or 3 runs, and it gives you a better shot being in the game, because 7 of the 10 games already have been 3 runs or less final scores. So obviously you cut off a run or two here or there. Makes a big difference in winning and losing. New Jersey Tech will come to play, like you said, interstate rival. Brian's a great coach. He's done a great job with them. They're in a very tough league, playing in with all those southern schools. I think he opens with Stetson, so he wants to grab every win he can, non-conference too.
All right, great. Thanks for your time today. Good luck today, Coach.
Thank you.
So the Knights take on NJIT here today at the Namoli Baseball Family Complex. That game is going to first pitch 3 p.m. For all information about the FDU baseball team, head to FDUKnights.com.